It has nuts. Not.
No.
Hey, in my massive ordering of all these different Pokemon boxes, booster packs, all that stuff, I ordered a Pokemon Go box. Well, the image I thought I was getting was Spark because I wasn't reading the title, and I got Blanche instead. But I really wanted a Spark pack, so I bought a Spark pack. Well, now that I have a Blanche and a Spark pack, I am going to open them and compare them. The descriptions are going to be brief. I'm going to describe my favorite cards. I may limit the descriptions of all the other cards and then compare them both, or compare the two boxes to each other to see which one of these leaders did better. And the reason why I'm going so fast is because there are 6 booster packs in each, and I believe, well, technically there are 11 cards, one is an energy, so there are 10 cards in each one, so that is, I can't math, 120 cards I have to get through. And I've looked at my timing, and they're all about a minute each, and I don't want this to be a 2-hour-long video, so I'm going to get started.
In Blue and Yellow Energy, Blanche and Spark clash.
So I'm going to start with the Blanche box first because that was the first one that arrived.
I had trouble figuring out how to open the box and ended up trying several sides.
So the Blanche box comes with a full art, holographic, trainer card supporter of Blanche, who is a tanned, androgynous person with long white hair pulled back into a ponytail. They wear a long blue turtleneck, and they have a white vest over that, and a mostly light blue coat, and they are holding a Pokeball. And the box also comes with a shield pin with a blue Articuno on it. So let's open up the first pack. And I don't know how many cards are in it to do the swap, so I'm not going to do that for this first one. And there are a few cards that I am looking for, so let's see what we got. We got a Charmander, which is an orange.
I forgot I was going to do the descriptions later.
We got a Charmander, a Palm, Bulbasaur, Pidove, Magikarp, a reverse holographic Gyarados, which is great for the Magikarp.
I fumble separating the cards.
We got a holographic Slacking V, a Water Energy, and a trainer card, Pokestop, a Lure Module, which is a trainer item, and a Camelrupt. So out of all of these, one of my favorites is the Charmander, which is an orange bipedal lizard with a tail with a flame on it, and it also has a yellow stomach. And this Charmander looks like it's getting out of a spin, and there are little flames swirling around it. A Palm is a purple monkey with large oval ears on the side and a tuft of purple hair sticking up in the middle like a faux hawk. It's wearing a large grin, and it's running away from Pokeballs that are bouncing on the ground. A Palm also has a skinny purple tail with what looks like a yellow gloved hand with 3 fingers on it. Bulbasaur is a little bluish-green frog dinosaur with dark green spots on it and large red eyes. It also has what looks like a dark green onion on its back. Since I referenced Magikarp, it's a flat egg-shaped orange fish with yellow hair on the top and on the bottom. This Magikarp also has a thin strand of yellow as a mustache on both sides. It also has white fins on its side and on its back tail. And this one is flopping up and down in a park, and there are other Magikarp there too. The reverse holo Gyarados is kind of hard to see just because the image is kind of small, but Gyarados is blasting out of some type of body of water, in a city, and it looks like there is a small person surfing in the water below.
So real quick, there is no person surfing. It's basically a fence post with a chain. The post is a slender pole with a ball on top, and the chain looks like extended arms. Hence why I thought it was a surfer.
And Gyarados is a long blue serpent dragon with yellow lips, and this one has a thin, wispy blue mustache. And the water is flooding the surrounding area. The holographic Slacking V is a cross between a gorilla and a sloth. It's large with dark brown fur and a tan face, tan belly, tan arms and feet. And it has white hair, and it is like it's coming down, not like a body slam, but kind of on its back, but it's taking its fist and slamming it on the ground. And dirt is flying up everywhere.
Here are the cards that were not live described. Pidove, a small gray and white bird with yellow eyes, stands on a swing. Pokestop, on a nature path, an electric blue podium sign stands with a circular Pokeball symbol floating above it. Lure module, a fuchsia pink device with one flat side and one angled side. 3 antennas stick out of the angled side. A screen has a square and circuit lines displayed. Camerupt. Camerupt has long orange fur and walks on 4 legs. It has 2 rocky volcanoes for humps on its back. It also has 3 blue rings, side by side, on its side.
Okay, pack number 2.
In sped up motion, I open the second pack of cards.
How do they do this? There we go.
I move 4 face down cards from the back and place them on the front.
We have a Dark Energy. We have a Lunatone, a Rare Candy, an Unpheasant, a Squirtle, a Bidoof, an Onyx, a Bibarel, a Meltan, and a reverse holographic Blanche, and a holographic Lapras. Alright, Squirtle is a tiny blue turtle with a hard shell that is dark brown on the top, lined with white, and a yellow belly. This Squirtle is playing in the water, and it has a spoon-shaped tail that is curled. Alright, and Lapras is also kind of like a turtle, but also not. It has a long neck with round ears and a horn on its head. It has a yellow underbelly and a gray shell with spikes on it. It's kind of like a Loch Ness monster or a turtle with a really long neck. And this Lapras is also swimming in either a lake or a bay because it's swimming by like steps that go into water.
Here are the cards that were not live described. Lunatone is a tan circular stone that looks like a crescent moon. In the hollow part of the crescent is a sharp pointed beak. Lunatone has sunken in red eyes. Rare Candy, an orb-shaped rainbow candy. This Unpheasant is a bird with a dark gray body and light gray wings. The underbelly is a dark green. It has reddish-pink wattles on its head that resembles a mask, with 2 long ribbon-like growths extending past its shoulders. Unpheasant is flying over a small pond or fountain as rain pelts down. Bidoof is a beaver with 2 large flat front teeth. It has a short tail that resembles 3 balls next to each other. This Bidoof sits on a rock as stylized waves crash around it. Onyx is a large gray snake made up of multiple boulder segments. It has what looks like a stone shark fin on its head. Bibarel, a brown beaver with 2 large front teeth. It has what looks like a tan mask around its eyes and a tan neck tuft that looks like a bib. It also has a long, round, dark brown tail. Bibarel is sitting in the background with a half-chewed-through tree. Another Pokemon, Smeargle, is poking its head into the frame. Smeargle is a tan dog-looking Pokemon with brown markings. It looks like it's wearing a tan beret and has what looks like a paintbrush as a tail. Meltan is a silvery blob-like substance that can form what looks like tiny arms and legs. It has a large gold nut as a head, with a small black sphere floating in the center. This Meltan looks around curiously as it sits on a workbench next to a red toolbox and gray tools.
Alright, pack number 3.
In sped up motion, I open the third pack of cards.
1, 2, 3, 4. We have a Leaf Energy, We have a Xatu, a Slowbro, another Lunatone, a Wimpod, a Pikachu, another Squirtle, another Bidoof, another Meltan, a reverse holo Apom, and a holographic Venusaur. Alright, so this Pikachu is pretty cute. It's the yellow mouse Pokemon, and it's walking on two legs. It has dark red circle cheeks and like little pointed ears with black tips, and it is walking next to a trainer. Because we're focused on Pikachu, we don't see a whole lot of the trainer. We just see them in yellow Converse and jeans walking next to Pikachu as Pikachu looks up at this trainer. Alright, so Venusaur, like Bulbasaur, is a blue dinosaur frog, but this one is bigger and more scaly. It has large green leaves because the onion bulb bloomed, so the petals of the bulb are now large green petals, and there is a small palm tree sticking up from where the bulb was, and it has dark crimson purple petals with pink spots on them and a little yellow crown center in the middle of the flower. And this Venusaur is using like a vine whip ability, so there are slender vines whipping out from the plant on Venusaur's back.
Here are the cards that were not live described. Xatu is a bipedal green bird. It has a round head with a pointed yellow beak and two red feathers that look like ponytails. Its wings are white with black and red markings and are close to the body, almost looking like a closed robe. It stands on a rocky ledge staring into the distance. Slowbro is like a round, hairless pink otter with a pointed spiral shell clamped to its tail. Slowbro has curled round ears and a tan mouth area. It stands on two legs with its arms by its side. The spiral shell has spikes and narrow eyes near the opening clamped to the tail. Slowbro stands on a dock, looking toward the horizon with a blank expression on its face. Wimpod is a flat bug with 4 gray plated sections. It looks like it has a purple crescent moon mustache and purple antenna. It also has a purple 4-pointed fan-like tail. It also has round yellow eyes.
Alright, what's this pack for?
In sped up motion, I open the 4th pack of cards.
1, 2, 3. And we have this black card, which is a V-Star card. Alright, we have a Pokestop, another Slowbro, a Candela, a trainer card Candela, Spinarak, another Pikachu walking next to a trainer, another Wimpod, Pidove, another Bulbasaur, a reverse holo Blastoise, and a holographic Blastoise. Oh, goodness. Alright, well, now I just need an Ivysaur and a Wartortle. Alright, so Blastoise is a large turtle with blue skin. It has a large shell on its back that is brown, and where its shoulders would be, in air quotes, it has one on each side, so 2 large cannons poking out of its shell, and this Blastoise is on all fours, kind of leaning forward, like it's about to blast water out of its cannons, and it's doing this in front of a waterfall. Alright, 2 packs left. Let's see if we can get a Wartortle and an Ivysaur and or a Charmeleon and a Charizard to complete the Kanto starter sets.
In sped up motion, I open the 5th pack of cards.
1, 2, 3, 4. We have an Electric Energy, a Xatu, a Blanche trainer card, a Solrock, a Pidove, Onix, an Eevee, Charmander, or another Charmander, another Apom, a reverse holographic Solrock, and a holographic Melmetal. Melmetal. Alright, so Eevee is a small, brown, dog-like Pokemon with long, pointy ears, large, dark eyes, and it has a mane that is fluffy white fur and a fluffy brown tail with a white tip. And this Eevee is on a couch sitting next to a trainer, and the trainer is wearing pink pants and a mint green shirt. And the Eevee is kind of starting to paw at this person as if it wants to play or pets. Alright, so the reverse hollow Solrock, it's basically like a rounded stone with a flat back that is bright orange, and it has eyes where the top eyelid and the bottom eyelid are narrowed, and it has a red iris, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it has 8 points around the circle that are yellow, and it looks like a sun. And the Solrock looks like it's spinning through the wind. And the holographic Melmetal is a large silvery blob with arms and a leg, not a leg, with arms and legs. It has octagonal bolts, nuts.
I squint thinking real hard.
It has the octagonal
They're not octagonal, they're hexagonal.
nuts.
I sped up this part, but I take out my phone and look up the difference between nuts and bolts.
Okay. It has nuts for joints.
I look up smiling.
It has a nut as a belly button. It has a yellow nut around its chest, nuts around its shoulders and around its fists, and it also has a nut-shaped head with a floating little ball in the middle as an eye.
I put the Melmetal card in a sleeve and shake my head.
Not.
Not.
Humor of a 12-year-old. Alright, the last pack. I'm hoping for either an Ivysaur or a Wartortle to fill out one of the evolutionary lines so I can use them in a deck.
In sped up motion, I open the 6-pack of cards.
But I mean, Grant, this is just the Blanche pack. I still have 6 more packs to try again with Spark. But it would be great if I got it in Blanche's, because that may push them ahead of Spark. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a Fighting Energy. We got a Steelix, a Xatu, another Rare Candy, another Apom, another Bulbasaur, another Pidove, another Magikarp, another Meltan, a Radiant Venusaur holographic all the way, and a holographic Golisopod. Yo! Alright, so the full holographic Radiant Venusaur. It's still a large frog dinosaur shape with scales, but this Radiant Venusaur, I believe, is the shiny version of Venusaur in general. So instead of having blue skin, it has lime green skin. It still has the green leaves, the small palm tree coming off of its back, but the petals, instead of being like this pinkish red fuchsia color, they are, I believe, like a yellowish orange with white spots on them, and it still has the little yellow crown in the center of the flower. And this Venusaur still has the vines coming out of its back. And the background of the Venusaur are large pink flowers of various shades. Yo, that is... Oh, and it does not evolve from Ivysaur, so it's just a straight up plays it down. And then Golisopod is just a regular holographic. So it is a bipedal. I don't know what the insect is, but it has segments, almost kind of like segmented armor. It has large hands that has 2 claws on it. It has purple antennae that arch over the eyes and stick up. And it has a purple abdomen. And it looks like it's bursting out of water, ready to attack.
Here are the cards that were not live described. Steelix is a large metal snake made of silvery boulders. It has a large jaw with square teeth sticking out. On several boulder segments, it has spikes pointing out.
So, I put a few of my other general favorite cards that I got out of these packs into extra protectors. So I'm not going to count them. I'm just going to count the holographic ones that we got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we got 10 holographic cards and a shiny holographic radiant Venusaur. So this was pretty good. All right. Now time for the Spark Box. Alright, the Spark Box comes with a trainer card Spark, who is a pale male with short spiky yellow hair. He wears a electric yellow hoodie with a triangular Zapdos necklace. He also wears a black jacket with yellow accents on it and bright yellow gloves, and he is also holding a Pokeball with one hand reached out. The box also comes with a triangular pin with a Zapdos symbol on it, which is also yellow. So my main hope is getting a Wartortle or a Venusaur, but let's see what we get and see if Spark does better for us.
In sped up motion, I open up card pack 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we got a Psychic Energy, a Trainer Card Pokestop, an Unpheasant, a Rare Candy, an Alolan Rattata, a Wimpod, the Pikachu walking next to a trainer, a Squirtle, a Bidoof, a reverse holographic Spark trainer card, and a holographic Blissey. Alright, the reverse holo trainer card Spark, still the same description of Spark, that doesn't change. He's leaning against a railing, holding a Pokeball with one hand on his hip, and the hand with the Pokeball in it is kind of up and out in a city with glowing lights and buildings. Alright, the holographic Blissey. So Blissey is a pink egg-shaped Pokemon, like a large pink egg-shaped Pokemon. It's pink on the top, and kind of around its, in air quotes, waist, it becomes white. It carries a large pearly white egg in a pink pouch. It has little arms, and right behind the arms are small round white wings, and it has similar white wings, but they're on the sides where pink meets white, but they're more like part of a skirt. And this Blissey has small oval black eyes, and its eyebrows are angled downward to make it look angry. And I believe it's also floating over a Team Valor battle spot. I don't play Pokemon Go, so I'm not 100% sure. Because there's a Moltres symbol in the middle and red rings floating around the symbol.
Here are the cards that were not live described. Alolan Rattata is a small black and gray rat. It has 2 sharp front teeth, and its whiskers look like a mustache. It has narrow red eyes. It runs along a pipe.
Alright, the second pack.
In sped up motion, I open up card pack 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. Metal Energy, Steelix, Xatu, Rare Candy, Wimpod. I feel like I'm having deja vu. Pidove, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Bidoof, Reverse Holographic Magikarp, and holographic full art Alolan Executor V. Sorry, I was trying to figure out if it's holographic or not. It just looks glossy, but I think it is holographic because it does kind of shimmer. Alright, the full art question mark holographic Alolan Executor V. So this Executor is incredibly tall. It's basically like a palm tree with a roundish body where the feet are, and then it has a long neck with 3 egg-shaped heads, all with different expressions, and its hair are palm tree leaves. It also has a tail with a small coconut-like egg that's green on the tail, and this coconut egg has what looks like lips and small black eyes and 2 leaves sticking out the top like little hair. The 3 main faces of Executor with all the different with the 3 different expressions are yellow. And this one looks like its head is kind of angled back at us, like it's looking at us, while at the same time whipping its tail around, so the little green head on the tail is flying at us. Alright, pack number 3.
In sped up motion, I open the third pack of cards.
1, 2, 3, 4. Water Energy. We have a trainer card, Candela, Lunatone, Ivysaur, Ambipom, Slowpoke, Bibarel, Spinarak, Pidove, a reverse hollow lure module, and a shiny Articuno. Now, why weren't you in Blanche's? Alright, and for reference, because there are 3 leaders, Candela is a dark-skinned female with short, slightly spiky, dark brown hair. She wears a red shirt with a white jacket with long sleeves over it. Her white jacket has red markings on it, and in this image she has one hand on her hip, and in her other hand she's holding up a Pokeball, and it looks like the sun is either rising or setting in the background because there are lots of light rays streaming across the orange sky. Alright, Ivysaur again is the froggish dinosaur with blue skin and blue scaly patches on it. In case it wasn't clear, it walks on all 4s. It's also looking back at a Pokestop, and Ivysaur's bulb has bloomed ever so slightly. The green bulb has now petaled out into green leaves, and it has a pinkish fuchsia bulb on its back in the middle of the green flowers. And also visible in the Ivysaur art is the beaver Bebarrel,
Or Bidoof.
the spider Spinnerack, and the small camel Numel, or Nummel. Alright, Ambipom, like Apom, is also a purple monkey, but Apom
I meant to say Ambipom.
has slightly smaller oval ears with a red center. It has a tan face, 2 little calyx sticking up off the top of its head, and Ambipom has 2 tails with little hands on the tips of the tails, and the tips of the 3 fingers on each of the hands are red. And this Ambipom is hanging from a street sign. And I just want to describe this Slowpoke because it's really cute. So Slowpoke is a small hippo-looking Pokemon. It has a large tan mouth snout, round pink ears, a pink body, and a pink tail with a white tip on the end. But this Slowpoke is sitting on a water's edge, so it's like an artificial land where they've dug into a river, and it's sitting with its tail in the water like it's fishing, and its head is turned back to us. Alright, Articuno is a blue bird. It has a white stomach, and on its head it has 3 long diamond shapes that are dark blue that almost look like ice. It has blue wings with blue feathers, and it has a long ribbon-like blue tail. And this Articuno looks like it's kind of flying through snow, but not really flying, because it's like if you're running and you stop suddenly, that's kind of the pose it's making, like it was flying and it stopped suddenly. Alright, pack number 4.
In sped up motion, I open up card pack 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yellow energy, electric energy, trainer card Candela, Charmeleon, ooh, lure module, Pidove, Alolan Rattata, Wimpod, Pikachu, Squirtle, Reverse Holo Bulbasaur, and Holographic Moltres. Not bad. I just need a Holographic Zapdos and I've got all 3 legendary birds. Alright, Charmeleon is a darker red bipedal reptile with kind of 1 spike on its head, but instead of like pointed up and out, it's pointed back. It has a yellow stomach that runs under its body and under its tail. Its tail also has a fire on it. And in simple terms, this Charmeleon has its arms up like it's making muscles, and kind of like it's stomping its feet like roar, as it has its mouth open as lava flows down rocks behind it. Alright, Moltres is also a bird Pokemon. It has a bright yellow body and a long neck. It also has a long pointed orange beard.
I meant beak, not beard.
And on its head is a plume of fire, almost like a faux hawk, but all fiery. Its wings are yellow, so kind of like the bone arm part of the wing is yellow, with flames spewing off as feathers. It also has a fiery, like literally on fire tail, and it's flying at night with a full moon in the background. Alright, 2 packs left. Hoping for a Wartortle, hoping for a Charizard, and hoping for a holographic Zapdos. Can I get any of those 3 in these last 2 packs? Let's find out. Pack number 5.
In sped up motion, I open the 5th pack of cards.
1, 2, 3, 4. Fire Energy, Camerupt, Egg Incubator, Wartortle, Meltan, Charmander, Apom, Bulbasaur, another frickin' Pidove, a reverse holo Tyranitar, and a holographic Tyranitar. What? Alright. Wartortle is also a turtle Pokemon with blue skin and a brown and tan shell, the brown being the top of the shell, the tan being the stomach. On its head, it has these feathery wing-like ears, and it has a feathery cloud-like tail. And this Wartortle looks like it's splashing down into water, like it just went down a water slide, and it's landing in the main pool area, and it's releasing a big ol' splash. Alright, Tyranitar is a large, green, slightly metal-looking dinosaur like Godzilla. It has a short snout, so its body is also like a dark lime green, and it has spikes running down its back. It has a tail with a flared end, and its arms have 3 sharp claws. Its stomach looks like it's exposed gray metal, and it's standing on 2 legs, and kind of on its chest and thighs, it looks like it has triangular indents in its armor, and it looks like it's stepping forward, and its arms are kind of out a little bit with its claws pointed, almost like you're making a fist, but it's like you're angry, going roar. And in the background, there's fire everywhere. I don't know what's on fire. There's just fire everywhere. And again, it's really cool that we got the reverse holo and the holo version. Alright, last pack. Can I get a holographic Zapdos? And a Charizard? Or a Charizard? Either one of those two would be fantastic.
In sped up motion, I open the 6th pack of cards.
1, 2, 3. Got another V-Star card. Alright. Slowbro. Lunatone. Chansey. Onyx. B-Barrel. Meltan. Magikarp. Apom. Reverse Holo Spinarak. And is it going to be a Charizard or a Zapdos? No, but it is a shiny Sylveon, which is nice. Because I also really like Sylveon.
I gesture to the bookshelf behind me.
Oh. Alright, so Reverse Holo Spinarak is essentially a spider. It has... its body and head are a lime green, and it has red mandibles and a white spike on its head and round black eyes. On its back, on the top, it has what looks like a face. So it has round black dots and a line like a face, and a ring around kind of like near the tip of its butt. And it has 6 legs, 3 on each side, in a yellow, black, and yellow pattern. And Sylveon. I like Sylveon. I have a Sylveon Funko Pop and a small Sylveon figure. So Sylveon is a dog-like Pokemon. It walks on all 4s, and its main body is a light cotton candy pink. It has large sky blue eyes and dark pink ears with a dark blue lining in the center. It has a two-tone light pink on the tips and a dark pink center bow on one of its ears that has long flowing ribbons that are also light pink that go into darker pink and blue on the tips. Around its neck, it also has a two-tone pink bow tie, dark pink in the center, light pink on the tips, that also has ribbon sticking off of it, again, light pink and dark and blue on the tips. It also has a pink tail. It's not necessarily fluffy and it's not like super long, but it's not like a puffball, but it's not like a long flowing tail. And this Sylveon has an open mouth smile as it's in a field next to something in the ground that looks like a plant that's kind of bulbous with a blue flower on it.
Here are the cards that were not live described. Chansey is a large pink egg-shaped Pokemon whose body and head are the same. It has 3 finger-like hair growths that have dark pink tips on both sides of its head. It has stubby arm hands. Chansey has a short pink tail and dark pink feet. On its stomach, it has a pink pouch with a white egg in it. This Chansey is sitting in foliage with its eyes closed.
Alright, so let's see how many holographic cards I got from Spark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Got 12 holographic cards from Spark. So, now let's compare.
In sped up motion, I lay out the cards in a grid pattern.
Alright, Blanche, where are you? There you are. Blanche.
I place Blanche's trainer card down and lay out those cards in a grid pattern.
Okay. Let's put the lure back.
I add a few more cards to the grid.
I will say it's important to have the Eevee in there. Oh, there's Apom. And there's Blanche. And the Squirtle. And a rare candy. So, what to say? I think...
I point to the cards as I mention them.
Ooh, it's kind of hard because Blanche gave us the shiny holographic Venusaur. But we have 2 legendary birds, the double set in both, and the holographic Sylveon. Oh, this is so hard. Who do you think gave me the better set? My gut is saying Blanche, but one of my favorites is in Spark's pack. So I don't know how to measure this. I don't know. I think my gut is saying Blanche is the winner here.
Editor Michael here. Rewatching, I actually think Spark is the winner because I got 2 holographic legendary birds and a holographic Sylveon and Blissey, while Blanche gave a shiny holographic Radiant Venusaur and holographic Lapras.
Leave a comment. Let me know who you think gave me the better pulls, because I just don't know.
If you have any feedback on the audio descriptions or the visual descriptions, were they too long? Were they too short? Would you rather have them somewhere else in the video? Let me know in a comment below. My name is Michael. My pronouns are he, him. Thanks for watching.